Just a quick vlog on brands and domain names, because the link, because basically we're in the internet world, we're in a digital internet world. So for people to actually have a brand or an online presence, they've either got to have a brand on Facebook or Google, YouTube, Instagram, or whatever, yeah. Or they've got to buy a domain name, because if you build your brand on Facebook or Google for 100 companies or websites, social media platforms, they own your brand. If their website goes down for a day, you haven't got no business for it, have you? Whereas if you actually have your own domain name, you can build your brand on your own domain name. Your own domain name is your own piece of digital land that you control. So you control your own brand. The reason why I mention this, and then I was thinking about I look for GTLDs, yeah, in local trade directories. Just look at your local trade directory and see if you can find GTLD, or a company that uses a GTLD, because there's none now at the moment. GTLDs have been about, this is 2021, December 2021, and GTLDs have been about since 2013, so that's been about 8 years, right? And in the local trade directory, there's still not a company that uses a GTLD 8 years down the road, right? I've owned GTLDs for 8 years, loads of them. But I've seen now, I look through it, there's 3 companies now who are using, one is the brand name, their brand, and then their product, their service sector, .co.uk. But the GTLD of that, their website place is available, sitting there for 25 quid. Anyone could just go in there and buy it for 25 quid. And they have that company's brand. But if I used to tell companies, we do know that the GTLD is available, but you know what? They could care less. So when I see companies with their brand, they've paid a lot of money for the advertising in the local trade directory. I'm just looking at their brand thinking, somebody is going to buy the GTLD of your brand, and there is not a lot you can do unless you pay legal fees to lawyers to get it back. And it costs 25 quid to buy it, but they don't want to know. So I no longer tell people anymore. I think, you know what? If I tell you that your brand is there sitting for anyone to buy, you could care less. So I don't even bother now telling them. I thought, you know what, I'll just wait and see if someone buys it. There's 3 brands, 3 companies' brands are sitting there. For 60 quid I could have all 3 brands, GTLDs, and rank higher in Google for those 3 brands if I wanted to. Obviously I don't want to. I wouldn't do it. But those brands, unless they type their brand into a domain name registrar, they will lose their brand to a GTLD website address. Because their service sectors are all sitting there waiting to be bought by somebody else.